My Little Dragon Cafe, made by the same man who made the Harvest Moon series, is an adorable looking little game for the Switch, where you help your mother out around the cafe. But it holds a terrible secret. Nah, I'm just messing with you. It's just cute. There's nothing wrong here. Wait, what? Wow, okay, well that took a turn. Alright, okay, just don't panic. Mom's sick, that's fine. We'll just call the doctor. Oh my god, there was a creepy old man in the house, and he's giving me a dragon? Okay, I've changed my mind. He's a cool, creepy old man. But let's get to the point. We've got the cafe, we've got the dragon, so let's see what this game is really about. The core of the game centers around running your cafe with your sister in your mom's stead. You cook food through a small rhythm game while going into the world to scavenge for ingredients. As you find new foods in the game, they get added to your random garden, so you don't have to hunt so much for them in what? Is that a steak in my garden? Is that a thing? Can you just, plant some pork or beef and grow it now? Alright, so the logistics of that aside, the final goal of the game is to raise your little dragon so you can get the cure for your mom's dragon-related illness. Right, okay, Mr. Old Guy? Yeah, no, I am not calling you that. Look, I love little Diablo here. By the way, I named him Diablo because that's a cool name. Anyway, how is raising my dragon supposed to cure my mom? I think maybe we should call an actual doctor or trained physician. No? Okay, cool. Let's just keep running the cafe. I'm sure this is medically sound. So, with all those bases covered, how does the game actually play? How does it handle? Well, I'm going to go point by point to tell you why, in my opinion, this is not a good game. Now hear me out. So first, the rhythm cooking game. Cooking is an important, yet surprisingly unimportant and tedious part of the game. You slap some ingredients together, you match the button prompts to make the dish, classic rhythm game stuff. Except for the fact that there are only 4 patterns that repeat through all 100 recipes in the game. Their difficulty doesn't increase or change at all either. The only variety is the 1 of 4 patterns and the 1 of 4 songs that play. That's it. Nothing else changes, and you're going to be doing this a lot because you've got to cook the food to feed your dragon. You gotta add meals to your cafe's menu to progress the story, and look, I can see they kept the pattern short to probably help keep the pace of the game, but they kept the aspect way too simple and redundant. I cannot stress that enough. It's very, very repetitive. They could have simply made it so that for each new dish you make, you have to do the rhythm game. You apply an interesting pattern with difficulty based on ingredients and dish, and include an option to skip the rhythm game. Please, if you have to make the dish more than once. If you look like this, instead of this, when playing a game, the game is doing something wrong. Okay, so that's core problem number 1. Oh, that's right, my lords. There is more than one core problem with this game. Almost every aspect that makes up this game is problematic in a terribly tedious way. So let me tell you about point number 2, the open world scavenging mechanic. In order to keep your cafe running, you have to make food, but you also need to collect the ingredients to make that food. Now, I've never played a Harvest Moon game before. I never owned a copy growing up, and now that I'm an adult, I just don't have the time. So I was really excited when I heard about this game. I thought I'd finally get the experience. So what's wrong with the farming and hunting in Little Dragon Cafe? Well, the controls for one. The controls in this game are absolute garbage. In today's standards, I have no idea how this got approved. Half the time, the buttons don't respond to your input. Not that it matters, because your character is always getting stuck on the geometry of the world. When your main mode of movement is jumping and you can't get anywhere because of this, then fix it before you release. There is no excuse for this. I spend most of my time in game trying to get somewhere and not actually playing the game. Now, one thing they got right, thank God, is the movement on your dragon. That's right. Once you get far enough in the game, you can ride little Diablo, fly around the map, and get to new places, and hot damn, is it satisfying. Almost as if that's the only part of the damn game the devs bothered to work on, and the rest was just, oh my God. That's it. That's what it is. That's all they did. All they did was make the dragon, and then probably said, fuck. We forgot the rest of the game. Just slap some progress gates around and throw in a house. No, a restaurant. Sir, I don't think that would be enough to market. Excuse me? Did you make the Harvest Moon series? Well, no, I didn't. Shut it. I know what makes a game. Oh yeah, you don't actually get to fly around your dragon until like 4 to 6 hours into the game. Your exploration gets blocked by fallen trees and lazy fucks. I know, I'm trying not to swear, but this game is just making me so frustrated. Okay, here is where the invisible walls is my main issue. When your character is just saying, nah, I'm good. Look, devs, I get the need for progress gates. They help you pace the game and they give you flow, but there are hundreds of better ways to implement them. If your character has to give you a pop-up message saying, "Okay, bye," then that is just a failure of game design. There's even an area you can never get to, where the game just throws up an invisible wall. The game, 100% done. This doesn't go away. Okay? That's just, I can't, no. You don't put this area. It's not DLC. You aren't good enough for DLC, My Little Dragon Cafe. Alright, rant done, invisible wall rant is over. Let's move on to the next thing. So that farm. I mentioned at the start that what you grow is random, and that's really it. The foods you find in the game will get added to your farm, bacon included, and when you can harvest them, what you get is a random assortment of the piles of food you've collected. This is fine. I really wish you could affect it in the way that like the items your cafe uses the most would get a priority, so I don't have to constantly waste time going out to get more. And, excuse me, damn little nasties, what do I pay you for? Alright. Now for that last part of the cafe, the second part of the title and the core of the story progression in primary setting. Around the beginning of the game, we get introduced to some of the mainstay cast. The starving artist Billy, who we hire even though he tried to run off without paying. Not that it matters because it doesn't look like money even matters in this game. I'll get on that later, though. Just wait, hold on. A traveling orc that doesn't even give us a choice. He just kind of comes in and says, "I'll be your chef." All right, sure, you work for free, I'll do that. And a cafe enthusiast who comes on because Billy is a useless employee who tries to hide in the bathroom to play guitar. Billy, we can see you. You're not... Why don't you just go to your room if you're literally... Oh my god, these people are useless. Anyway, her name is Impana. I like her. She hates Billy. I really like her. Alright, I definitely like her. So while you're out exploring, these guys will occasionally, and that actually means all of the time, slack off, thanks to this little notification here, causing you to rush back and talk to them to get them back to work. As I said before, Billy will often hide to play his guitar. You know, hiding. In plain sight. Get back to work, Billy! Alright, keeping your staff in line and serving customers will increase your cafe's reputation. As your reputation increases, your dragon will grow, and pointless characters with ham-fisted life messages will come to your cafe, take up valuable time you could be using to, I don't know, raise your dragon to save your dying and probably starving mother, who's literally just upstairs being stared at by this creepy old man. Not Poppy, I'm not calling you Poppy, dude. Get out of here. What is... I don't feel comfortable with you in here, man. Just leave. Just thank you. God. Anyway, so random people will come to visit your restaurant. Essentially refuse to leave and stay in one of the guest rooms for free until you talk to them 58 times over the period of a few weeks, cook them a specific meal, and learn a lesson that's literally just told to you, and then send them on their way, all while making sure your cafe does well and keeping it well stocked. A good aspect that can add some challenge to the game, if any of it mattered. That's right. Here is the final and main reason this game fails. Everything that makes up the core of the mechanics, the game, the gameplay, the cafe, keeping everybody happy and functioning, it doesn't matter. Your cafe's reputation can't go down. I tried skipping a day in game just to speed up one of the story missions. The result were 0 customers served, staff upset, public opinion unsatisfied and disappointed, no change. P.S. If you aren't far enough in a story mission, your reputation won't go up either, no matter what you do. So there's no point in going out to get the food and making sure your staff is doing their job, or in making sure the customers are happy. I mean, why run a cafe in a game about running a cafe? No, the gameplay has no point for existing. This game has no reason to happen. Why should you play a game that itself says its reason for existing doesn't matter? When I first saw this game, I was excited for it. I may not have been the target demographic, yet I can assure you that any age to pick up this game would be able to feel how little love went into it. In conclusion, My Little Dragon Cafe is a repetitive nightmare wrapped in a cute art style where your actions don't matter. It doesn't care, and neither should you. Your Lord of Nope seal says, don't waste your time on this adorable trash. Before we wrap up this video though, I want to give a special shout out to the Black Anita, the artist who worked on the thumbnail for this video, as well as the one who designed my avatar. So there will be links in the description to go and give her some love. And without further ado, I hope you all have a fantastic day, a fantastic time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.